Just a disclaimer before this video starts. The following stories include some graphic content. If you do not feel as though you can handle this, please exit the video now. And for the rest of us who are still here, let's get started. Number 1. I once answered a call. 2 brothers were arguing over drinks, and one of their girlfriends or wives was over. Anyways, the brothers were drinking heavily and one pulls out a gun and shoots the other one. When I get the call, I can barely get the guy's address over him screeching to send paramedics. He keeps shouting, "Where the fuck are they?" While I am trying to stay calm and give CPR instructions and tell him to tell the female there to stop the bleeding. Firm pressure on the wound. Furthermore, medical cannot go in on a scene until police have secured the firearm. Listening to the pain in someone's voice while they are screaming for help kind of haunts you. Both of them had to be around 30 years old. I couldn't imagine killing a family member. Number 2. Received an anonymous call that a patrol car was parked in the middle of the street in Harlem with the doors open and no police officer in sight. We used to get tons of prank calls, but after a while, your gut tells you when they're real. They found the officer several blocks away. He had been shot, and then dragged by the perp's car for several blocks. Number 3. This call I got was late at night, probably around 11:30 p.m. A female calls me, screaming. She was yelling, "I'm burning!" So I told her to stop, drop and roll. And once the flames were out, I told her to turn on the hose and put cold water on it until the paramedics got there. Once she was a little calmer, I was able to learn more about what happened. She was drinking with her boyfriend and he got depressed and decided tonight was the night he was going to commit suicide and kill his girlfriend. So in his intoxicated state, he found a gas can and started dumping it on himself and his girlfriend, and then lit them both on fire. It also managed to catch the house, fence and yard on fire. Both of them survived. He got the worst of the burns. The house and the fence had minimal damage. Number 4. Okay, so this is actually a story my brother told me when he was an EMT. An elderly woman called in a missing persons report because she had not seen her husband for a couple of days. The police helped her search all over town and searched neighbours' homes. It was a small town and she lived in the centre of a row of houses, but she could not find her husband. A week later, another call came in from her neighbours stating that there were strange smells coming from the old woman's house. That's when my brother got the call. The elderly woman who had originally filed the missing persons report had fainted from shock and bumped her head but was still alive. The police were searching her house and traced the smell to the attic. When they opened the attic, a pull string from the ceiling, the body of the woman's husband fell out. He had been putting away some keepsakes, and his wife had closed him in the attic on accident. Number 5. This one was probably the hardest call I have ever taken. The phone rings and there is a little girl, 8 to 10 years old. She is screaming and crying, "Daddy is dead." I can't calm her down at all. She keeps crying on the line, and in the background I can also hear 2 other small girls crying. I was watching our call logs, and more calls are coming in for the same gunshots fired. What had happened? What had happened was 3 guys had decided to break into a house and thought it was empty, so they rang the doorbell to make sure. The dad had startled them, and they shot him, so the mother runs out to see what happened, and she got shot as well. The guys took off leaving 3 girls aged 8 to 12 to call 911. We are not allowed to disconnect a phone until police or EMS are on scene. So my heart was breaking for a small family that had lost both parents in one sad accident. I listened to the girl for 6 minutes and 37 seconds before the police arrived on scene. The good news is that the mother lived. Hey guys, Fauxmingo Creeper here. Thank you for checking out my video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I do post a new video every Monday and Wednesday, but if you are impatient, I do have older videos you can check out. I would like to thank the Reddit users from the Reddit AMA who allowed me to use their encounters for this video. If you want to send me your own creepy stories to read to this beautiful creepy community, you can either send them to me via email or message me over Facebook. Details for both are in the description. Just be sure to include a brief statement saying I do have your permission to read these stories, and let me know if it's a story for Monday or Wednesday. If you haven't already, go check out my Facebook page. I post daily about creepy things, ranging from serial killers to urban legends. As always, my creepers, be safe, and remember, the monster isn't under your bed, it's in the street.